This video is going to look at the weight loss programs options in the Clinical Nutrition Center patient chart. Now this is designed because many patients will do more than one weight loss program, and we like to track a patient's total weight loss, perhaps from a new start weight, or perhaps we want to track how they did on a different food plan or a different medication. So anytime we want to call this a new weight loss approach, we can designate that the patient is starting on a new weight loss program. So to get to weight loss programs, you can either just click Weight Loss Programs, or you can always come to the left menu and you'll find it in the Chart tab. Oops, not logged in. Okay. So in weight loss programs, typically you're just going to see one entry. And unless this is a patient where we've been working with them for a long time and now we've decided to start a new weight loss program. And so in the weight loss programs table, you have an initial entry, and this entry is automatically created and updated for you. So it's created initially the first time when you're in the vitals table and you enter the first set of vital signs. If that's the first time the patient has been weighed, it'll go ahead and it'll enter that date as the start date. It'll enter that it's program number 1. It'll put the start weight and the start body fat, the start body mass index. And then every time a new vital sign is added, this table updates. So it'll also track your last weight, last date, last weight, and then it tracks what the maximum pounds of weight loss was on any part of the program. So if we want to get in there and look at all the other fields in what it's tracking, there you go. It's actually everything that's displayed. Now the Clinical Nutrition Center patient chart has a variable that we can change if we want it to be different, but it's defaulted to 365 days. So if you enter a vital sign and it's been more than 365 days since the last date, so let's say this patient hasn't been in and it's been more than 1 year, then the patient chart will automatically change the program number and it'll enter a new program. So program number 1 will be there, and then you'll see a program number 2. And program number 2 will report the weight loss from that date. You'll also see that reflected in your initial and current based on whatever the weight loss program was. So let's take a look at patient Ethan Lazarus, and you can see the patient's been on weight loss program here for a really long time. But suppose we wanted to change this up a little bit. Suppose the patient started a new weight loss program on May 1st. Let's just suppose they did. So in weight loss programs, and this is a very powerful feature, we could start a new weight loss program on May 1st just by clicking Add and then selecting the date using the calendar pop-up, May 1st. So if we add a new weight loss program and say that that's starting May 1st, so it's going to take a second because it's going to go through and recalculate the whole chart for us based on this new weight loss program. So we click to Add to create a weight loss program. That would be starting on May 1st. And the computer is very smart in this function. So you see the first weight loss program started on January 1st, and now we just decided to call this a new weight loss program on May 1st. And you see the computer goes back into the vital signs and finds the first note on or after May 1st, and saw that on that date the patient weighed 259 pounds. For the start body fat, it'll take the one closest to the May 1st date. So if one wasn't done on May 1st, it'll use the first one it finds on or after May 1st. It'll take the start BMI, and then it's going to use those numbers to track the patient's weight loss. It goes ahead and it puts in the last date. So when we added a new weight loss program, it changed the last date for weight loss program 1 to the last date note before the new weight loss program started. So you can see now weight loss program 1 was a 40-pound weight loss between January and April. This weight loss program now goes from May 1st to the last note date, which in the vital signs table right now is December 14th, and is a 75-pound weight loss. So you'll see this reflected in a few places. One, if you look at the chart header, you can see we're now on weight loss program number 2, and we've been on that for 228 days. And you can see the initial and current. These numbers now all reported based on the new weight loss program. So we'll tell the patient on the current weight loss program they've had a 75-pound loss. And you can see the changes in the other numbers. If you go into the vital signs table, you can see this reflected as well. So now the total weight loss is reported as 75 pounds. And if we go back to the May 1st date, it gets interesting. Here on April 30th, we have a 38-pound total loss. But on May 1st, it reset it. So now we have a 0-pound loss, although it still reports a 7-pound change from the last visit, which is correct. So last visit we were 252, we've gained 7 pounds, so the loss is minus 7. And now all of these notes from here up are weight loss program number 2. Although that's not obvious looking at the vital signs table, because at least for now we've chosen not to display the program number, since for most patients it doesn't change very often. If you click the magnifying glass to look at all of the fields for that note, you can see on April 30th we're on weight loss program number 1, and if we go to May 1st we are on weight loss program number 2, and you'll see that carried through the whole vital signs table. So that is it. That's a quick look at how the CNC patient chart can handle an unlimited number of weight loss programs. It'll be helpful for reporting. Perhaps we only want to see how an individual did on a certain plan on program number 1, or perhaps someday we want to run a report on how people do on the same plan the first, second, or third time. So it gives us some very interesting options. We could also use it in terms of when we're making graphs to show the patient the current weight loss plan instead of their last one. So I hope you enjoy using the weight loss programs feature.